In central China, a team of archaeologists is currently engaged in the exploration of underground tombs, where they have stumbled upon a fascinating discovery: an ancient waterlogged casket. Inside this intriguing find, they have come across a human skeleton and an intact wooden box. Upon opening the box, they are astonished to find an exquisitely crafted sword that dates back around 2,400 years. This remarkable sword once belonged to a prominent historical figure in China, making its age all the more significant. Known as the Sword of Gujin, this Chinese sword carries immense cultural value, not only due to its masterful craftsmanship, but also for the symbolism it represents. Throughout various cultures, swords have long been emblematic of power, strength, chivalry, and masculinity. The excavation site is located in Hubei province, specifically in the Huabi region. Hubei has a rich history in archaeology, benefiting from its strategic geographical location, surrounded by mountains and bodies of water. The discovery took place during a survey of the Jiang River Reservoir's second aqueduct in the ancient cultural hub and former capital of the state of Chu, Jingzhou. The archaeological team made a significant find, unearthing a series of tombs dating back to the Chu era and retrieving over 2,000 artifacts, among which is the casket containing the Sword of Gujin. The sword was originally forged during the spring and autumn period, spanning from 771 BC to 476 BC. Its name is derived from the historical documents known as the records of the spring and autumn annals, which provide insights into the affairs of the state of Lu during that era. These records, believed to have been compiled by Confucius, offer valuable information about major events in the region. The spring and autumn period was marked by the fragmentation of the region into multiple states, resulting in frequent warfare and advancements in weaponry, including the production of fine swords like the Sword of Gujin. This exceptional sword measures approximately 22 inches in length and weighs just under 31 ounces. Its blade is adorned with diamond patterns on both sides, while the hilt features blue stones and silk bindings, adding to its elegance. The remarkable preservation of the sword can be attributed to its airtight sheath, which shielded it from the elements, as well as the unique metallurgical composition of the blade. The copper base of the blade offers flexibility, while the tin edges maintain sharpness, and traces of sulfur have helped prevent tarnishing over time. The blade of the sword is inscribed with engraved script in a seal script known as birdworm, which is visible on both sides. These inscriptions reveal the name of the sword's owner, further enhancing the historical significance of this extraordinary artifact. Archaeologists in central China discovered a well-preserved 2,400-year-old sword known as the Sword of Gujin. This remarkable cultural treasure was found in Hubei province, an area with a rich archaeological record and significant geographic features. The sword was forged during the spring and autumn period and represents the technological advancements and ongoing warfare of that era. Its craftsmanship, including diamond-patterned etchings and embellishments, adds to its beauty. The sword's remarkable state of preservation, thanks to its airtight sheath and unique metallurgical composition, makes it even more extraordinary. The inscriptions on the blade provide valuable historical information, further enhancing its significance. Seal script, derived from the oracle bone script, was commonly used during the spring and autumn period. Inscriptions on the Sword of Gujin reveal that it once belonged to a local king. On one side of the blade, it reads "King of Yu," while the other side states, "Made this sword for his personal use." The exact King of Yu responsible for the sword's creation remains uncertain. The Kingdom of Yu existed for approximately 160 years until it was annexed by Chu in 334 BC. During that time, 9 different monarchs ruled over the state. Historians engaged in a series of written letters to determine the sword's owner. After weeks of discussion, they theorized that the sword belonged to Gujin, a warrior king known for his grit and determination during challenging times. Gujin participated in the last great war of the era and is believed to have been one of the 5 hegemons, regional warlords who had significant military resources and were responsible for maintaining peace and defending the land. Before becoming a hegemon, Guzhien had to prove himself worthy. He inherited the crown of Yu from his father Yuanchang and became king in 496 BC. Soon after, he faced a threat from King Helu of Wu, a neighboring state and long-standing enemy of Yu. The conflict between Yu and Wu stemmed from a failed diplomatic marriage alliance. Helu perceived a vulnerability in the Yu court and gathered his armies for an attack. However, Helu's attack backfired, and Yu emerged victorious at the Battle of Zulai. Helu died from his injuries, instructing his son Fuqi to seek revenge. Years later, Fuqi led Wu to victory against Yu, capturing Guzhien as a prisoner. Rather than executing Guzhien, Fuqi forced him to serve as an attendant, enduring years of humiliation. Guzhien eventually returned to Yu, determined to strengthen his kingdom and weaken Wu. He pursued strategies to undermine Wu's infrastructure and assembled a team of counselors and diplomats. Guzhien's persistence paid off, and he transformed Yu into a regional powerhouse. Guzhien's reign was marked by battles, including a successful confrontation with the state of Kai. His bizarre and terrifying tactics on the battlefield, such as using self-destructing soldiers to intimidate the enemy, added to his reputation. Despite Fuqi's previous clemency, Guzhien refused his surrender, leading Fuqi to take his own life. Guzhien continued his reign for 31 years until his death in 465 BC. The Warring States period followed Guzhien's reign, characterized by intense interstate conflicts. In 334 BC, Wu Jiang of Yu prepared to invade Kai, but was convinced by a diplomat to attack Chu instead. This attack failed, leading to the conquest of Yu by Chu. The Warring States period lasted until 221 BC, when the state of Qin unified China under Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. The sword of Guzhien is currently displayed in the Hubei Provincial Museum. However, it was accidentally damaged while on loan to a museum in Singapore in 1994. Since then, the sword has been included on a list of artifacts not allowed to leave China. In 1983, archaeologists also discovered a spear belonging to King Fuqi of Wu, known as the Spear of Fuqi. These artifacts highlight the rich cultural and historical legacy of Hubei. The area holds untold potential for further archaeological discoveries, offering glimpses into the lives of kings and warriors of the past. Subscribe and press the bell icon for regular updates.